Yeah, my brother them, my fellow soldier them, na me grandpa they talk. We self, we dey do thing for ground. It be like say we not like our brother them, or we not unite. My picking them do mistake for send the video for outside because you know correct. Me I not be there. They not talk for me say they make video, but mistake that they come out and we correct the mistake. Even we query na we give for solve problem for inside house. We give for solve problem for house, me remain for house. Even the bad image they picking and do bad. But no be for send what image them for outside. No be for send video. No be video they solve the problem. It increase now the problem. Next time I picking them, I dey talk to one too. The vex because when I for call me talk say I think this way it dey. Even the ADF bad, but remember the good way we don't do them for you. Even not already taking the bad side of the person, they don't do that one. They picking they don't do bad. Some people go talk say that they work now military, then someone go talk say that they work now some people them. But remember, if they work for military, the granule way that they show sometimes every day. Remember the good side of the person. The stick where they don't can't give we. Remember the good for the person. They give you the stick, say me will fight now the enemy. Next time, anything no can happen again. For the buffaloes, may not happen. We'll get for solve problem within we before anything one go for outside. They picking they don't do mistake. But for the image, may not ever come up for outside. No give for back no man, no give for talk anything for no man. But the image, because we not be beggars. But the image will come out, correct. Correct. We give for solve problem. We. Ambazonia fighter them. I beg for all man. We will try for the solve problem. We. But the sake of this thing, they call instead for them for correct the mistake, for make them talk calm way, they call they picking them. As they explain for me. But why? Why you give for cause your fellow brother? It they make them meditation they increase. It they make them problem they add. Why? Pa all picking that they do mistake. Just take them that mistake. I like all man. I like all fighter. I like all Ambazonian people. All we work like team to go. Because time way I lack, I go ask you. Time way you lack, if you ask me, we'll continue the fight, we'll fight to go. All man for us, I go talk your own. Me all we fight, a good fight to go.
Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This is the voice of the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonian Defense Forces and the spokesman of the Ambazonian Governing Council, Capo Daniel, our own countryman. The voice we don't hear, we don't play. Now the voice for the commander of Bali Buffaloes, Grandpa for Bali. They don't release the ADF soldier the way they be Holam. And we appreciate the effort and intervention of Grandpa for Bali. But we need to still identify and to inform our people, say, some big snake either enter from Ambazonia. We did call them na ground zero commander and general. Just like how a group of people, they decide to give their own name for their groups in a government. So that it will be confusing for any man where they call them for fee say that people they actually be in a government. And the same thing we see now for ground zero. If a man tell you say name now, I like you. So that any man where they call you go talk and say I like you, you go feel say they mean I still don't like it. That one are just foolishness. If a group then decide for put name say ground zero, so that if any man they talk about ground zero, it will look like they represent the whole ground zero. It is just foolishness. Every Ambazonian forces then get right for operate and then get right for work within their ranks and files. No man no go ever can force another Ambazonia, make it be under a command or make it begin listen for ye. Make all Ambazonian soldiers then collaborate and stop this illusion and foolishness for things say we can become unified in a way where it will be uniformity. Uniformity not be the best form for unity because we be a diverse people. We need to learn how to collaborate. We need to learn to respect the right of each other and the flag where each other carry them under the Ambazonian flag. Because for military, even unit themselves, they get their own individual flag. It no means that them be separate. Even though for some foolish man in his own way, it go feel say when people then be diverse, it means that them be separated. No. Unity, the best form of unity in a collaboration, and a way the ADF they push for. We the push for collaborative unity. We need to push for uniformity. Say all man must be under one command. It not be attainable. It not be realistic in our own context. So we acknowledge and we applaud Grandpa for intervention, but we need to point out say there is a lot of hatred against the ADF. As we don't see and with this group, it bring them their main focus. Even when they carry activity, they may look like it be targeted against the ADF. And that is wrong. They need to align, work, and collaborate with the ADF. The ADF get the biggest network where if we help every force for ground zero. And when I here for Grandpa, the level of aid and collaboration where the two groups, them, the Buffaloes, they don't always get them with the ADF. Or with the fight against a common enemy. La Republic. Any man where he can't talk anything different than without any evidence, that man are likely the real La Republic agent. For those audio, now the same soldier then where they become for those shoot gun, they threaten we Ambazonians them. Me they know say the ADF now the forces on the ground just like any other force on the ground. When the ADF it be declared lockdown from the ground with the forces on the ground, this the same individual them for the video. Now they can't stand make video for counteract the ADF their own lockdown. Not for any logical reason. They don't provide any logical reason where person will reason with them, whether they be wrong or right or whether they disagree with ADF. But not just people they don't just hate anybody way you need to succumb to the idea. 90% of the people the way they did for the group, they generally the way they did for the group, they oppose that idea. And I will be releasing the audios that are coming out from that group. Let Ambazonians know the truth about these people. Not everybody that say unity is actually looking for unity. The idea of uniformity is ridiculous. It may look complex and it may look easy for a simple mind to be deceived by people like that. But for us to succeed, we must recognize every group and respect every group. All man a place day. That is the mantra of the ADF. All man a place day. Yeah, place day. That is the mantra of the ADF. This group, for the video, you can hear one of the soldiers disrespecting the Supreme Commander of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, even say the so-called General Big Number. All those disrespect in military should be disciplined. Those soldiers should be disciplined by the Buffaloes. I want to applaud Grandpa. He acknowledged that what they have done is a crime. There should be consequences in their barracks for those soldiers. And all Ambazonians should respect each other, collaborate with each other. Yesterday we had a debate, the first debate between the IG Care and the AGOFC. That is what we should do with our differences. Debate and look for the best practices and we adopt it. Nobody should reject something because it comes from another group. But rather, you should examine it and if it is good, you support it if you cannot join it or adopt it. Best case scenario, you adopt it. General Mba Ivor Ibidan prophesies, say the ADF will lead Ambazonia into Buya. Our objective is not to be the leader. We are leading. And once we lead, automatically people have to recognize the good job we are doing for our country. Our leadership have inspired our youth. Our policies have provided leadership where there is none. And we will continue to do that. We will continue to strive for excellence and encourage people to criticize us positively. We understand there will always be internal opposition. There will always be opposition groups in every country. But those who oppose during wartime must be very patriotic. Do so in a patriotic manner. All hatred and jealousy and all those type of things will never take us anywhere. And it will never disturb the ADF because we are focused. ADF soldiers are the most intelligent because for you to be in ADF, it means that you have a strong ideological background. You are very wise. So there is nothing you can do that anybody have not done yet to the ADF, yet it still stands. Because people who are attracted to the ADF, they are attracted by Ambazonian nationalism and pride of our nationalism and the principles and the policies, not the people, not the individual. ADF have been built in such a way that you can call the mantra of Nigeria Army that soldier come, soldier go, barracks will remain. It will remain forever. For those who continue to attack the ADF for attacking sake, they will be like people who are bashing their head on top of a stone. Yes, ADF na stone. Now after they go left stone. Stone, it is done for one place. We don't turn up for day, we don't hold a ground against La Republic. We will work with all forces and we will respect every forces and their identity. And we will ask them to respect us. That is the minimum we can ask. We call on our people as the policy, we had made this policy publicly and explain it to our people when we declare the liberation tax, that every Ambazonian person who runs a significant business will have to be expected to give a willful contribution to support the armed resistance. We have also said that no Ambazonians who is struggling to survive, struggling to maintain his business, will be taxed. That is what we have said. They will not be taxed. And this policy for demand of tax to our own people is voluntary. We have said that it's voluntary. So if they call you to come to the camp to have a conversation, that is only an incentive for people to pay, to contribute and support. It is not that they will arrest you or do anything bad to you. It's not the first time we have called somebody to come and have a conversation. And we really explain to the person what we are doing, so that when the person support, he knows that he's supporting something that will save everybody, that will work for everybody. And every Ambazonian who is in the diaspora, who travels back to ground zero, you should know that you have an obligation to prove that you are supporting the struggle. You must have somebody you can point in the officials abroad, not only in the Hague of Sea, even in any other group, to prove that you are supporting the armed resistance. Otherwise, they will invite you to the camp to come and also see what they are doing, because they are doing it for you. You must have a sense of social responsibility. Every millionaire in Ambazonia, wherever you are, you must send support to the forces who have put their own blood. If they are putting their own blood and people are asking you to put only your own money, what is so bad in that? So any soldier who is in official duty, all the ADF soldiers, they have their matricule. They are people they know. Our officials are known and we are responsible. You can hold us you can hold us responsible. If there is anything, our lines are always open to call us. Our generals are very open. Despite the blackmail and everything, they are there for the people because they are fighting for our people. No ADF soldiers should be victimized. The organization should be supported. Those who are opposition should do so responsibly, because we cannot say people cannot criticize or they should not criticize us. They should criticize us. It makes us better. Criticism is not attack. Only primitive people like Pobia, people who are brainless, like Atanganji Pause, they will take criticism to be attacked. And so why are you attacking us? No, it's not attack. Attack is only when they use defamation, they use outright lies. Even if you are driven by hate, so long as you remain reasonable and you make sure whatever you are saying is substantiated, then we will understand. Don't even accuse people of something that you are worse in. So Ambazonian, we are one. We will finish this war and have our expectant end, which is independent. But for us to do so, it will not come by magic. Don't think you sit down and Ambazonia will become independent. We will not if we don't fight for it. The violent take it by force. God bless you all.